Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Sarcastic Barman and welcome to my channel. We've got a few numpties to look at today, including an entire video that has no audio, not even backing track. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to read that one as if I'm the numpty writing it and say what he's probably thinking as he's writing it. Yay! But we've also got some other crazies to look at, so it's going to be a busy night of videos. Cannot wait. Let's crack on. Right, so I'll do this first slide, yeah, and I won't actually check any of these numbers because obviously 4G only goes up to 50 and 3G is only 0.5, but I won't play it for long, so it'll be fine. And then I'll lie about Wuhan being the first city to have 5G, and then I'll say it was 60 gigahertz because 60 gigahertz is like that horrible number. And then I'll put this crap in, but I'll say that Wi-Fi is fine because obviously I'm using Wi-Fi at home. We don't want to scare people on using Wi-Fi, otherwise they can't view my videos. Fucking hell, that would be very scary. Oh, dear. And then we'll put this crap in here about 60 gigahertz again, because no one will have checked that 60 gigahertz isn't used by 5G, because that would be great. And then what we'll do, because we've been talking about 60 gigahertz, we'll lie our ass off here and mention some crap, and then we'll make up a 5G laser, because the laser, whoa, sounds dead dangerous, that does, doesn't it? Yeah, whoa. And then we'll have some stuff here that I can't be arsed reading, and we'll just make up some more shit, and we'll highlight bits that fits in with our narrative, because that's what we're supposed to do, isn't it? Yeah. We won't actually put any sources or things, we'll just have little bits here and there. And then we'll actually put in something right. We'll tell you what COVID and SARS is, because we don't want the whole video to be bollocks, do we? We need to have something respectable in here, because people will just think we're liars otherwise, won't they? And then we'll have this thing, and we'll say that 5G can go up to 95 gigahertz, even though it could, in theory, use up to 300 gigahertz. Ooh, that would be too scary for people. They wouldn't appreciate that. But they wouldn't also know that 5G, even in Europe, has only been allocated to 24 gigahertz at the moment, and most countries haven't even gone that high yet. It's fucking mental, really, isn't it? And then we'll do countries like Italy, who implement 5G grids, are the ones who have the highest number of corona victims. Well, they're not, though, because this video is obviously old, and if, of course, you look at somewhere like France that's got no 5G at all, they had huge numbers of coronavirus, but we don't want to bring that in. And then we'll have some more lie at what 5G radiation can do to you, because obviously we don't want to be letting them get away with this stuff, and we don't want to be letting them know the truth. We want them to be too scared. Yeah, too scared. And then we'll do some more stuff about COVID and things like that. I don't know why we're throwing this in, because there's no connection between the two, but I think it's a good conspiracy, and people will be too wired and think, oh yeah, I better check this out. Oh dear, I shit myself. These people are so stupid, aren't they? Oh. But all we've got to do is put the two there and then not let people know that they're not actually related, because people just draw their own conclusions, because people are stupid and they'll give me the views. And then we'll do this other shit, and we'll talk about ionizing and non-ionizing radiation, and we won't talk about what the effects are properly. We'll just have a little bit of stuff there, just enough that people don't read it enough to know, and they won't go and do any more research. I think that's all they need to read. You know what these people are like? Jesus, it's like feeding sheep. They just go after one conspiracy to another. I'm sure they won't read into this at all. And then we'll throw this thing in about corona meaning crown, which, yeah, it does. But we won't say that the coronavirus is called that because it's got like a shape of like a crown and the bits stick out, and they call that corona sort of shapey things. But yeah, we'll just put, what is a halo? Ooh, and then we'll get into all this spirity sort of stuff, and halos is a circle of light and all that crap. Because, yeah, God, and look, sundogs, I must think the world's flat as well. I forgot to mention that. Oh, fucking hell, flat world. Oh, dear. And then 5G, flat world, coronavirus. Whoa, what the fuck? Now, as everyone knows, I don't actually pre-watch videos. I watch like the first little bit, see if it's going to be funny. And yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go to the God stuff. And I don't think I can continue reading that one. But yeah, to sum up, 5G doesn't use 60 gigahertz. There's no 5G laser that I've ever seen, because that would be fucking funny. Why? And yeah, he's trying to draw conclusions where there are none. Let's get into one where I don't have to do so much reading. I struggle with reading. Words no good, me no good, read.
So, I've just come for a little walk with my baby in the pram. And I was walking past the house just there. And there's a Virgin Media fella outside the house talking to the person who lived in the house. So they're talking about 5G as I'm walking past. So I just stopped pretended I was fixing my shoe, you know, as you do, having a little nose. And the Virgin fella said, this 5G is bad. Our kids are going to be fucked up off it. So I was going to say something, but I carried on listening. And he said, watch when they're growing things out of their heads and that. He said, it's really bad, this 5G, and it's going to fuck our kids up. But I think that's really worrying, that. That's from a Virgin Media fella. So is 5G safe?
Yes, 5G is safe, and I wouldn't expect the Virgin Mobile bloke to have any understanding of 5G at present. Seems Virgin Media has no interest in 5G at present. It could use EE's network because it is partnered with them for its mobile phone services, but then that would mean it'd be transmitting 5G at 3.4 gigahertz. So that's less gigahertz than the Wi-Fi in your home. Any training or understanding that bloke would have, he would know this. As he probably doesn't have any understanding or reasoning on it, you can just basically take his word and say, you're a fucking idiot.
"5G is a weapon used by the military. You know, these 5G millimeter waves technologies are used to scatter crowds."
Except what you're showing there isn't a 5G system, is it? You're showing part of the active denial system, which is, yes, crowd control, using frequencies to break them up, basically, on a 95 gigahertz frequency. And you notice how it's not being transmitted by an aerial? It's using an actual dish, and it's transmitting those frequencies focused in one specific direction. And when we've ever talked about 5G, have we ever said that 5G is using 95 gigahertz? Or have we said, yeah, it's up to 24 gigahertz at the moment in Europe and about 4 gigahertz in the UK, with more frequencies to come, but no one's gone as high as 95 gigahertz, have they? No, they haven't.
So we got 3 schools in close proximity of this tower. We're going to do readings today with our EMF reader.
Oh, fuck my life, it's you again! You don't know how to read your EMF meter, you don't know what the numbers mean, you don't know what the safety levels are, as all shown in the last fucking video we did on you, which was yesterday. Fuck's sake, you can bugger off. Now in the description of this video he says, yes, the tower hasn't actually been switched on for 5G yet, but you're still there reading it, moaning about the radio frequencies giving off about it, even though it's got no 5G in it yet. Well fucking done. Also, I did some more research. So Canada has had their auctions for the first stages of 5G. And you know what frequency Canada is using for its first stage of 5G? 600 megahertz. Yep, 600 megahertz. They've not even got into the gigahertz fucking frequencies yet. The next stage at their auction is the 3.5 gigahertz band. And that auction's due to take place this year, with the 24 gigahertz bands to be auctioned next year. Because obviously they're starting with the cheaper bands now, getting the cheap transmitters out, getting people to buy the phones, then moving on to better transmitters, better speed, more people get phones again, so they've got the back to support that income. And then they go to the higher end ones that will have ultra high speeds, ultra low latency, but they'll have a good base market there that are wanting this. You're not going to jump in at the deep end and go, yes, let's spend billions on 24 gigahertz when no one's got the phones for them, and no one's going to afford the phones for them for a while. So we'll start at the low end where we can get these cheap transmitters up, get people to buy into the market, and then we can start offering faster speeds as time goes on. But you numpty, don't understand any of this, do you? No. So to break it down, if that's using 600 megahertz, that's like nothing. Absolutely nothing. You'll get more radiation off a fart. For fuck's sake. You probably won't get more radiation off a fart, but you know what I mean.
They already, like I said in my last video, they already got a few 5G towers up already.
And?
Get on with it.
This is their plan to depopulate the world, my nigga.
So the plan is to spend billions upon billions of pounds and dollars putting up transmitters that affect large areas and populations, even the areas where these people go, because they want to depopulate the earth. But then the people who want the earth depopulated also live and work and pass through these areas that have got these transmitters. Okay, I'd love to see your evidence for this.
The radiation gonna be too damn strong for us. It's gonna be cooking us like microwaves.
I think this is the problem with most of these conspiratards. They hear the word microwave and go, "Ooh, yeah, I've got one of them me kitchen. I put my hot pots and things in it, and I warm them up, and yeah, microwave's bad for you because they heat up food." With no actual understanding of how the microwave works, why that small piece of glass stops you from cooking, and why only the sides of the microwave need to be a thin metal. Keep going, you dick.
It's gonna be making us getting we're gonna be getting headaches. It's gonna be making our stomach hurt. It's gonna be making people have cancer.
Really? And your evidence for this is what? Some YouTube video you saw online with no sources linked or anything like that? Now, in America, it's good, we've done lots of research on this week. Do you know what frequency Sprint, the only company who's currently offering 5G, is using? That'll be 2.5 gigahertz they're using at the moment. So that's the same as your home Wi-Fi. Why is your home Wi-Fi not cooking you? And I'm guessing from the amount of editing you've done on this video, you've just uploaded or live streamed this straight from your phone, which is also using fucking 4G, which is very similar in frequency to the 5G frequency you're currently using. Well done. And if not, and you've taken it home and you've uploaded it via Wi-Fi, let's hope you're not using a 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz router, because imagine the dangers there. You once again have fallen into the numpty pile of conspiratard woo with no fucking backing for it, have you? Oh dear, what else we got?
Hi guys. I did a lot of research today about 5G.
Did you? Did you really? Because I feel like we've been down this road before with people saying they've done research. Oh, fuck my life. Too sober for this.
And it's because, if you follow me, I started a petition to prevent the installation of 5G small cell antennas throughout the village I live in and Long Island. I live in Long Island, New York.
So you've done your research and you've made a petition, and obviously your research must be good, and you don't want Sprint to be installing 5G small cell antennas in your area, transmitting on 2.5 gigahertz while wearing your Apple AirPods, which transmit on 2.4 gigahertz, which are buried in the side of your head. Yeah, your research did really fucking well, didn't it? Fucking idiot.
I don't want those mini antennas being installed throughout Long Island, 500 feet away from each other, in addition to towers.
Of course not. You wouldn't want towers or anything that close to you transmitting at that frequency, would you? Let alone would you want to put something transmitting on basically the same frequency in your fucking ears? You've got no fucking idea, love. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to include a handful of links to videos that I carefully listened to, and I felt it was worth sharing to get my point across.
No, I really wish you hadn't bothered including those links, because they are pointless. The videos really are pointless. The first bloke explains the dangers of 5G in the world of data protection, basically, and how all these cameras are going to be watching you, how they can scoop up all your data really quickly, how eventually you won't need a phone, you'll just be able to go outside and say, Uber, and the transmitters and things on the towers and the microphones and the cameras will pick you up, pick up your face, record it, record your voice and go, oh, that person wants an Uber, send a signal to Uber, who will send you an Uber. Even the guy at the table's going, the fuck are you on about? The second video ties into the third video because it's the same bloke who shared them. The first one shows a tree. And yes, it's the tree we've covered before, last year, for God's sake, where the one side of the tree dies, and we've covered all that before. And then he's also got another video in that with a load of birds dying as they fly into a building. Yeah. So that was pointless. Third video is a guy talking about the active denial system and how that's 5G, even though it's not, and they're not related. apart from the fact that 5G could go up to that high if it was transmitted enough, but it can also go up to 300 gigahertz if you really wanted. So that video is bollocks as well. The only video I actually liked that you shared was the young couple who moved from the city after feeling like they were having adverse effects from a cell tower right next to their house. That I would actually look into more. Whether it's a 5G tower or not, there are concerns that you shouldn't be that close to cell towers. The radiation levels are supposed to be monitored and they are supposed to be in safe levels, but there's always the chance something went wrong. But that might actually warrant more looking into. I'm not going to, because no, but I am going to leave a link to their channel because I actually like their channel. I've dropped it a subscription because it's chickens and outdoor stuff and I think it's really cool. But you never know, when I watch more of the videos I might decide they're nutters. I haven't decided yet, but you're definitely a nutter and we'll break down and see what else you've got.
I don't want it. Lightning speed? Ha! Lightning will kill you. Lightning's no good for you. It's overkill. Imagine 500 feet away, mini cell, 5G cell antennas on top of their towers throughout the entire country. And then that's going to put you into a global recognition.
All these videos you've linked and all your rhetoric, you've not actually listed anything that shows any dangers of 5G. Just some crazy people saying, yeah, 5G bad. None of them are scientists, medical professionals, anything like that. You're moaning that you don't want the lightning fast speed, but I'm sure you'd moan if it took 3 or 4 days for you to upload your video. You can't have things both ways. You're using transmitters in your ears, which are using basically the same frequency as 5G. What do you want, woman? I've had enough with you. I've got to do Mark Steele fucking for Friday. No, for Saturday. Jesus Christ, this is Friday's video. I'm losing the will to live at this point. Oh, dear me. But don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Leave me some more nutters for next week. We've already got one lined up, and oh my god, she's mad. It's awesomely funny. That was actually left to me by one of the fucking trolls on one of the videos going, you should look at this person. I did. She made me fall off my chair with laughter. She's so damn crazy. It's awesome. But I am the Sarcastic Barman. Thank you very much. Good night.